Hi guys, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I thought I'd share with you my July favourites. For a minute then I was going to say June favourites, but no, it's July, we're in August now. My July favourites, I've got a couple fashiony favourites, a little beauty trick that I've kind of been really enjoying, and some other life type things that I've loved this month or enjoyed this for the month of July. So let's get started. So I'll start with fashion. Something that I've 100% been loving this month is more like a category of clothing rather than a specific item, but that definitely has to be dresses. Throughout the whole of July, weather permitting, obviously it hasn't been that nice towards the end of July, but for most of July I have absolutely been loving wearing just dresses, just chucking them on in the mornings before going to work, and just wearing them every day. It's so easy and simple, yet like the patterns on the dresses make them still interesting, and like the way you style them, it still can be fun, like with slides or with trainers or like with basket bags. So I've really just enjoyed wearing all of my dress collection. Like it has grown a little bit, and they've been such a staple for me this month, and I think they're probably going to be quite a big staple for August as well. My favourite one has to be at the moment has to be this one, which I actually wore to a wedding in July. I just love the style. It's a wrap style. They're probably my favourite style dresses at the moment. Just the way they fit your body, it just makes you look so effortless and elegant. And I just really love the print of this one and the colour, like the two pinks. Well, there's more than two pinks, but the pinky colour of it. It just looks so beautiful. And I actually want to take this to Rome and wear it with slides as well. I just think this is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous for like an evening out, or you can style it for daytime kind of thing. It's so versatile and it looks so great. So this has been my favourite one, but in general dresses have been my go-to like fashion item for the month. My second fashion favourite of the month has to be my Nisolo slides. I just have been absolutely loving wearing these. Even though the weather hasn't been that great, I've still been wearing them because they just look so good, and a dark leather tan in the summer I just think is so beautiful, especially against tan skin, and I cannot wait to wear these in Rome. These will just look so beautiful. So my Nisolo slides have been an absolute like godsend. Like I've been wearing these so much, so easy to walk in. They did rub a little bit, but they're starting to wear in now. And I just really love the look of them. They just look so good with everything. Because they are so minimal, they go with everything. Yeah, the colour is 100% what drew me to them in the first place, and they look so good. Okay, moving on now from fashion into a little beauty favourite / trick that I've been doing for like the past month or so, but I've really been enjoying doing it. It's probably not a new thing. I'm not that huge in like the beauty side of things. Like I'm quite minimal, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I do enjoy in the summer months kind of making my skin look a little bit like healthier and glowy. And what I've been doing is using a lipstick I've had for a while, which is like a coral lipstick. It's one of the Kate Moss's Rimmel London collection ones, in like a nice little coral colour. It's number 32. And I've just basically what I've been doing is dabbing a bit on my finger and then rubbing it into my cheeks as a blush, as like a cream blush. And I just think it looks so nice compared to like a powder blush, because it kind of gives you that kind of glow, along with like a little highlighter if you're going out for the evening kind of thing. I just think that looks so nice and glowy and summery, and I've been really enjoying doing that. It's actually kind of made me tempted to pick up a couple cream or liquid blushes, because I just think they look so much more natural than the powder blushes. So yeah, I've been really enjoying doing that. My little beauty trick. I'm probably really late to the game, but I've been really enjoying doing that. Okay, moving on to like more generalised things that I've been loving in July. This one's kind of come out of from when I went to Marseille. We drank a lot of wine when we were out there, obviously, but it's kind of got me really into drinking rosé again. I was never a huge fan of it. I always found it too sweet and sickly, but when we were in Marseille I had some really beautiful rosé, and since being back in England I've been trying some like lighter, paler ones, and I have to say they are absolutely beautiful, and it's a perfect summer drink at the moment. Okay, moving on to a book that I have been reading this month. You would have seen this in my bag collection last week. This is something that I carry around with me a lot. I've really almost finished it now, and it is called The Night Circus. I've just been absolutely loving this book. It's such a good read. Like I genuinely cannot put this book down. I'm constantly trying to read it, like morning on the way to work, when I'm like on the train home from work, like in the evenings before bedtime. I've constantly been reading this book. It like grips you so much, and you just fall in love with the characters, like all of them. And the way it's written is so like detailed, and there's so much imagery in the book that you genuinely feel like you're in the book, you're there, you can see it. And it's just amazing. So I highly recommend this book. I haven't even finished it, but I 100% recommend this book. It's such a good read. I think it's actually a really good summer read as well, because you can read it. It's quite an easy read. Like there's nothing too difficult about reading it, and there's loads of places to stop and start. So 100% really good summer read, and just an amazing storyline. So another one of my favourites this month is an Instagram account, Sabina Sokol. She has the most beautiful style. She's so like French chic. It's just amazing, and it's kind of really inspired the way I'm dressing at the moment. And I just think she's really cool, and she's been one of my, like, every time I'm scrolling through Instagram she pops up a lot, and all of her photos are amazing and all of her outfits look so good. So that's been a lot of my style inspiration for the past month. And then my final favourite is actually an album. Haim brought out an album recently called Something to Tell You, and I have been listening to this on repeat for the whole of July. Well, not the whole of July since it's come out, and it has just been such a really good album. I love the first album, and I'm so glad that they brought out a new one. They're so good. I love them. Literally, they're one of my favourite bands, and if you haven't listened to them before, definitely recommend you should. So that was all my favourites. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.